Alright, so we are back again with another series, and I decided to be Sean. Sean, so far for me right now, he's been doing bits, so I ain't gonna let that stop. So I had to hit him with that attack. He hit me with that attack. At this point, it was quite an interesting round, I will say the least. Obviously, I was getting in some combos. The light attacks combos are really tactical, especially if you want to get a really good grade, because you got to make sure you get in the flow of the game. So far, he's been jumping around, and it is a bit repetitive, but I had to end with a super, because I said no more jumping, bro. So that was a good round. Into the second round, and I could say this was even a better round as well, because to be honest, I was dominating him, but I missed the super, which was another bad thing, because sometimes when you miss the super, it's vital. They come through with the counter attacks and they will hit back eventually, but I didn't let myself get in the way of things, so I decided to just end him. 80 seconds, just chef's kiss on that round. Now we move into the second round, and he picks Ryu. Oh no, actually he picks Ken. Sorry for my remembering. And this one I think is a good one, because at this point you're never gonna let Ken do that to you again. I had to hit him with that attack. See, it's always when people don't see it coming, that's a good way of doing it. But he did the tornado kick not once, twice, but 3 times. But the third one I was aware of. But his Soryukins were vital, so I made sure that whenever he done this attack, I get the counter in. But he was very close at beating me, but he didn't let that happen. So I had to end with the Soyu Cannon. So in the second round, I gotta say, you may think that this was an interesting round, but personally, it was a dumb round, because the first one, I didn't even parry. I tried to, but I didn't. But then again, I got some attacks here and there. And at this point, I decided to corner him, but then he got out with the tornado kick. Alongside that, tried to do a Dragon Ball, but no. But at this point, he did do his usual kicks and it got repetitive. So in the end, I had to end him with the Soyu Cannon. Always end in supers, especially when you go in arcades, because if you don't end in supers, you're less likely going to get less grades. The supers are very vital, so you got to make sure that you end in a high. Otherwise, you ain't going to get much luck in fighting Q, especially when you play a special round. So we play a Kuma, and this was his final selection. Now, this Akuma, I say, was better, because he didn't even know how to play him, so I just knew ways of how to turn him down. But in the next one, I might eat my words, because at this point, he was destroying me. And at that point, I decided, okay, I need to find a way to make sure that happens. Hit him with the heavy kicks. Thought I'd get into it, but no, he beat me in the first round. In for round 2, and round 2 was a more of an equal round. At this point, I knew what was the problem, so I just solved it. And honestly, he was trying to go for the grab, which I don't know why, but grabs sometimes quick catches you off guard. But I had to make sure that he did not get in the way. So we ended in the super, but we didn't. I had to stay down in this one because I would have been destroyed. So that was a good relief there. Imagine if I got up before that. So in the final round, this one was more nice and steady. But not at the start though, because I did get hit. But you got hit him with the wake ups. The wake ups are more vital in this one. So there's me cornering him, and then he comes out with the tornado kicks. Does it again. I tried to do my tornado kick, but he just disappeared. Weirdly enough. But then I ended in the round with a heavy kick. So that was my favourite one. But the next one, however, I think I was more brutal on that one. So at this point, it's a different player this time, but I think this player knows how to play Akuma more than the last player. Because honestly, even though I will say that it didn't get off to a good start, I honestly think that playing Akuma is the easy way of getting higher grades, because his super ends very easily and he's more damaging. but his low sweeps are pretty much unsafe. Well, his hell sweeps are pretty much unsafe, shall I say, because Akuma has no EX moves in this game, believe it or not, but somehow he's just the most strongest fighter in this game as well, and he's brutal when it comes to this. His combos are insane, and I'm still trying to play him pretty well outside of playing online, but sometimes I struggle. The one thing I can't do is the mitsuts that he does, and that's difficult because I'm trying to hit low punches but then end up hitting the wrong buttons, but I still can't do it. But I don't know how other people can do it. I'm just gonna have to practice it in my next video. So there's me getting destroyed, but I try and fight back, but then in the end we all know who the one winner was, and that was Akuma. He tried to give me the super. I can't block it or parry it, but yeah, I knew it was going to be over. And that's that. GG for the guy who played Akuma pretty well. I lost fair and square.